Throughout their long and meaningful lives, the Stoics mastered the art of understanding human nature, including the complex psychology of women. In today's world, that understanding can still offer deep insights, especially when it comes to intimacy and attraction. If you've ever wondered what women look for before becoming intimate with a man, you're about to discover some eye-opening truths. In this video, we'll explore 7 things women subtly check before deciding to get physical. Make sure you watch until the end to grasp all the layers of female psychology behind these choices. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and tell your story if you have one. Chapter 1: Size and Functionality. When it comes to intimacy, one of the first things women often check, albeit subtly, is a man's size and functionality. While this may sound superficial at first glance, it's important to understand that this process isn't about overt judgment or crass evaluations. Rather, it operates on a much deeper, often subconscious, level of human psychology. Women may be assessing a man's physical attributes as part of their overall attraction, but the assessment isn't just about physical pleasure. It's about compatibility, comfort, and a sense of connection. Women often engage in subtle behaviors designed to arouse the man to see how he responds. These behaviors might seem spontaneous, like a casual touch or moment of physical closeness, but they serve an underlying purpose. For example, while flirting or sharing an intimate hug, she might gauge the man's reaction, his responsiveness, his enthusiasm, and his ability to engage physically in ways that feel natural and confident. This subtle observation allows her to assess whether his physical traits and responses align with her expectations or desires, helping her determine if the chemistry is there. This process often begins long before any sexual activity. Women might notice things like the way a man carries himself, his confidence, and how he reacts when placed in potentially intimate situations. These subtle cues help her gauge his comfort level with physicality and whether he seems attuned to her responses. From a psychological standpoint, this is not just about whether a man can please her physically, but also whether he seems in harmony with her emotionally. A man's confidence in his own body plays a significant role in how women perceive his functionality. Women often look for signs that a man is comfortable in his own skin and confident in his ability to connect physically. Confidence in this context doesn't necessarily mean boasting or arrogance. It's about a man being assured in his ability to engage in intimacy without hesitation or uncertainty. If he exudes this type of natural ease, it can signal to the woman that he is both emotionally and physically ready for a deeper connection. For women, this evaluation of size and functionality is deeply rooted in psychology and biology. The Stoics, who believed that the body is an extension of our deeper nature, would have appreciated this kind of analysis. According to Stoic teachings, our bodies and minds are interconnected, and how we approach intimate situations reflects deeper aspects of our character and emotional state. When a woman evaluates a man's size and functionality, she is not just making a surface-level judgment, she is instinctively searching for harmony between the physical and emotional components of the relationship. If a woman senses that things are well balanced, both physically and emotionally, her attraction and desire are likely to deepen. This is not simply about sexual gratification. It's about feeling that the man is attuned to her needs, capable of providing a fulfilling experience, and aware of her emotional cues. Conversely, if she perceives that there is a lack of compatibility, whether it be a lack of confidence or poor physical connection, this can subtly influence her overall attraction to the man, sometimes without her even realizing it. She might feel a vague sense of dissatisfaction or discomfort that steers her away from deepening the relationship. Another important aspect of this evaluation is the functionality of a man's physicality. Women want to know that a man is capable of engaging in intimacy in a way that is both satisfying and enjoyable. If there are issues with functionality, whether it's due to a lack of confidence, physical limitations, or other factors, it can create an obstacle in the progression of intimacy. This isn't just about sexual prowess, it's about feeling that the man can provide an experience that is pleasurable and fulfilling on both physical and emotional levels. The concept of functionality isn't limited to one specific area of physical intimacy. It encompasses the entire experience of how a man engages with his partner, from how he initiates physical contact to how he responds to her body language. Women are keenly aware of these factors, and they often make decisions about continuing the relationship based on how well these elements align. For instance, if a man is attentive, responsive, and capable of reading her nonverbal cues, it can significantly enhance her perception of him as a potential long-term partner. It's also essential to recognize that this evaluation of size and functionality is often subconscious, shaped by evolutionary biology, societal conditioning, and personal experiences. Women are not necessarily looking for perfection or specific standards of beauty or performance. Rather, they seek a partner who makes them feel confident, comfortable, and desired. The subtle cues she picks up on, whether through a simple touch or a moment of physical closeness, help her assess if this man can meet her needs, both physically and emotionally. The evolutionary aspect of this assessment is important to understand. Historically, women have evolved to seek partners who exhibit traits that indicate strength, vitality, and reproductive success. While modern relationships are far more complex than they were in our ancestral past, some of these evolutionary tendencies remain. For instance, a man's physical fitness and ability to perform can be perceived as signs of health and vitality, which play a role in a woman's subconscious decision-making. At the same time, modern women are more empowered to seek emotional and psychological fulfillment alongside physical compatibility. The Stoics would argue that while physical traits and compatibility are important, true fulfillment comes from a connection that transcends the physical. A relationship built on mutual respect, understanding, and emotional resonance will always outlast one that is merely driven by physical attraction. In conclusion, a woman's evaluation of size and functionality is about more than just physical traits. It's a deeply rooted psychological process that encompasses her need for compatibility, comfort, and emotional connection. While the physical aspects are certainly important, they are just one piece of a larger puzzle that determines whether a woman feels confident and fulfilled in her relationship. As the Stoics would remind us, true harmony in relationships comes from aligning both the body and the mind, ensuring that the connection is as deep emotionally as it is physically. Chapter 2: Home Environment and Cleanliness. Before taking a relationship to a more intimate level, many women pay close attention to a man's home environment. While this may seem like a practical consideration, it carries significant weight in the realm of psychology and attraction. A man's living space serves as an extension of his personality and values. Women are naturally attuned to the signals a home gives off, using it as a reflection of the man's character, lifestyle, and long-term potential. When a woman enters a man's home for the first time, she's not just glancing at the furniture or decor, she's assessing the overall atmosphere. Is the space clean and tidy? Does it feel welcoming, safe, and private? These are critical factors in determining whether she feels comfortable enough to deepen the relationship. Women often value cleanliness because it shows that a man cares about his environment, takes pride in his personal space, and, by extension, cares for the people in his life. A clean, well-organized home suggests responsibility, maturity, and attention to detail, all qualities that women find attractive in a long-term partner. Privacy is another crucial element women look for. If she senses that the space isn't entirely his, whether because of lingering evidence of an ex-partner, shared accommodations with roommates, or a lack of personal boundaries, she might hesitate to take the relationship to the next level. Women want to feel that they are stepping into a space that is uniquely shared between them and their partner, free from distractions or potential complications. This sense of privacy and personal ownership is vital in building trust and emotional security. The psychological importance of a man's home environment cannot be understated. A well-kept living space can enhance a woman's comfort and confidence, helping her feel safe and at ease in more intimate situations. In contrast, a messy or chaotic environment can raise doubts about the man's overall stability and commitment. The Stoics, with their emphasis on order, simplicity, and self-discipline, would argue that a man's external environment is a direct reflection of his internal state. A cluttered, disorganized home might suggest that the man has similar tendencies in his personal or emotional life, which could cause a woman to question the long-term viability of the relationship. Additionally, a man's home provides clues about his lifestyle and values. A woman might notice small details, books on the shelves, art on the walls, or the cleanliness of the kitchen that signal what he finds important. These elements offer insights into his interests, hobbies, and routines, allowing her to assess whether they share common values and interests. For example, if she sees that he prioritizes fitness, personal growth, or creativity, it may align with her vision of a compatible partner. On the other hand, a lack of care for these details might raise red flags about his priorities or the depth of his interests. Beyond cleanliness and decor, a man's home environment also speaks to his ability to create a nurturing and emotionally supportive space. Women often seek partners who can provide emotional safety, and a home that feels warm, inviting, and peaceful can enhance that sense of security. Small touches, like comfortable furniture, ambient lighting, or thoughtful arrangements, can communicate that the man is mindful of his partner's comfort and needs. These subtle cues play an important role in fostering emotional intimacy and trust, making it more likely for a woman to open up and feel comfortable in the relationship. However, the Stoics would caution against attaching too much value to material surroundings. They believed that external possessions should not define a person's worth or happiness. While a clean and organized home is an attractive quality, what truly matters is the man's character, integrity, and ability to connect on a deeper level. A beautiful home without emotional depth is no substitute for a meaningful relationship, and women who are overly focused on external appearances may miss out on the more important qualities that lead to long-term happiness. Ultimately, the condition of a man's home is a crucial factor in how women assess the potential for deeper intimacy. While cleanliness, privacy, and atmosphere are key, they are not ends in themselves. Women want to know that a man is capable of creating a supportive, emotionally safe environment that reflects his values and personality. When these elements are in harmony, it can significantly enhance a woman's attraction and willingness to deepen the relationship. Chapter 3: Kissing Skills and Physical Compatibility. Another vital factor that women often check before becoming intimate is a man's kissing skills. While this might seem like a small or even trivial detail, it plays a significant role in how a woman evaluates physical compatibility. For many women, a kiss is not just a physical act, but a form of emotional communication that reveals much about the potential for intimacy. A good kiss can create a strong bond, igniting passion and setting the tone for deeper connection, while a poorly executed kiss can be a deal-breaker. Kissing is one of the most intimate forms of non-verbal communication, and it offers a glimpse into how well two people connect on a physical level. Women often initiate kissing to assess how the man responds. Does he take his time? Is he attentive to her reactions? Is there a natural rhythm and flow to the exchange, or does it feel forced and awkward? All of these cues help her determine if there is genuine chemistry and mutual understanding between them. Good kissing requires more than just technique. It's about being in tune with your partner's body language, responding to subtle cues, and creating a sense of intimacy that transcends the physical act. A man who is a good kisser demonstrates that he can be attentive, adaptable, and responsive to his partner's needs, which are all qualities that women look for in a deeper relationship. Conversely, if a man is too aggressive, inattentive, or unskilled in kissing, it can signal that he may lack the emotional intelligence or sensitivity required for more intimate encounters. From a psychological perspective, kissing is a form of physical and emotional connection. Women often gauge a man's kissing skills to see if he is capable of creating a sense of closeness and trust. A kiss can reveal whether he is focused on her experience or solely on his own pleasure. Women are often more in tune with these nuances, as they value the emotional aspects of intimacy as much as the physical. The Stoics, who emphasized the importance of mutual respect and connection in relationships, would argue that physical acts like kissing should be grounded in a deeper understanding of the other person's emotions and desires. A man's ability to kiss well also serves as an indicator of his potential foreplay skills, which are crucial in building anticipation and arousal. For many women, the emotional and psychological aspects of intimacy are deeply connected to how well their partner engages in these early stages of physical connection. A kiss can either enhance these feelings or diminish them, making it a vital part of the overall experience. It's also important to note that kissing is often a way for women to assess compatibility beyond the physical. A man who kisses well, like he pays attention to details, shows patience, and values the process of building connection, all of which are essential for a fulfilling relationship. On the other hand, a man who lacks finesse or rushes through the act may signal that he is more focused on the end goal rather than the experience itself. The Stoics, who believed in living virtuously and fostering deep connections with others, would remind us that kissing should not be reduced to a mere physical act. It is an opportunity to communicate love, affection, and respect for your partner. A meaningful kiss can strengthen the emotional bond between two people, laying the foundation for a relationship that goes beyond physical attraction. For women, kissing is a vital step in assessing whether a man is capable of creating a fulfilling and balanced intimate experience. A good kisser is likely to be more in tune with his partner's emotional needs, while a bad kisser may lack the awareness necessary to build a deeper connection. In this way, kissing becomes a critical component of how women evaluate their potential partners. Chapter 4: Stamina and Strength. In addition to evaluating physical compatibility through kissing, many women also check a man's stamina and strength before considering deeper intimacy. While this might sound like an outdated or simplistic measure of attraction, it's rooted in both evolutionary biology and psychological need. Physical strength and endurance are often associated with vitality, health, and the ability to provide protection and security, traits that women have historically valued in potential mates. Stamina and strength go beyond mere physical appearance. Women want to feel that a man is capable of sustaining a physical connection over time, not just in terms of intimacy, but in everyday life as well. A man's strength can signal that he is able to handle the challenges of life, whether that means lifting heavy objects, being active and adventurous, or simply maintaining energy throughout the day. Women often test these traits in playful ways, such as asking a man to lift them, engage in physical activities, or participate in a challenge that tests his endurance. This assessment is not just about physical power. It also reflects a woman's desire for emotional and psychological strength in her partner. A man who demonstrates stamina and strength often exudes confidence, resilience, and the ability to handle stressful situations, qualities that are attractive in both short-term and long-term relationships. Women are drawn to partners who can not only provide physical satisfaction, but also offer a sense of stability and dependability. The Stoics, who believed in cultivating inner strength and resilience, would argue that physical stamina is an extension of mental and emotional fortitude. A man who takes care of his body and maintains his physical health is likely to be disciplined, focused, and able to overcome challenges in life. This kind of strength is not just about lifting weights or running marathons, it's about the ability to endure hardship, remain calm under pressure, and provide support when needed. Women may also test a man's stamina during intimacy, looking for signs that he can maintain energy and focus over extended periods. This doesn't mean that women expect their partners to be superhuman. Rather, they want to feel that the man is engaged, attentive, and capable of sustaining physical and emotional connection throughout their time together. A lack of stamina can signal disinterest, laziness, or a lack of commitment to the relationship, all of which can be turn-offs. In essence, a woman's evaluation of a man's stamina and strength is about much more than physical fitness. It reflects her desire for a partner who is capable, reliable, and emotionally strong. When a man demonstrates these qualities, it deepens her attraction and increases her confidence in the relationship. Conversely, if a man lacks strength or stamina, it may create doubts about his ability to provide the kind of support she needs, both physically and emotionally. Chapter 5: Foreplay Skills and Emotional Attunement. For many women, foreplay is not just a precursor to intimacy, it's an essential part of the entire experience. Foreplay skills are a key area that women evaluate before becoming intimate, as they provide important insights into how a man approaches the emotional and physical aspects of a relationship. Good foreplay shows that a man is attentive, patient, and deeply connected to his partner's needs, creating a foundation for trust and mutual satisfaction. Women often view foreplay as a way to build emotional intimacy before physical connection. It's not just about touching or kissing, it's about how well a man can tune into his partner's desires, respond to her cues, and create an atmosphere of anticipation. Foreplay can involve anything from gentle caresses to deep conversations, and it requires a level of emotional intelligence that goes beyond basic physical interaction. A man who excels in foreplay demonstrates that he is willing to take the time to understand his partner's needs and create a shared experience of pleasure. This kind of emotional attunement is incredibly important for women, as it shows that the man is not just focused on his own satisfaction but is genuinely invested in her pleasure as well. This attentiveness builds trust and deepens the emotional bond, making it more likely that the woman will feel comfortable and confident in the relationship. The Stoics, who emphasized the importance of emotional balance and mutual respect, would argue that foreplay is an opportunity to practice these virtues. By focusing on his partner's needs, a man can cultivate patience, empathy, and self-control, all qualities that are essential for a healthy and fulfilling relationship. Foreplay is not just about physical stimulation, it's about creating a sense of connection that goes beyond the moment and strengthens the relationship as a whole. Women are highly attuned to how a man approaches foreplay because it reveals much about his overall approach to intimacy. A man who rushes through foreplay or shows little interest in his partner's pleasure may be seen as selfish or inattentive, which can be a major red flag. On the other hand, a man who takes his time, pays attention to her reactions, and creates a sense of anticipation is more likely to be viewed as a thoughtful and caring partner. In addition to building physical intimacy, good foreplay helps to foster emotional safety and trust. Women want to feel that their partner is genuinely interested in their well-being, both physically and emotionally. Foreplay allows a man to demonstrate that he values his partner's experience and is committed to creating a satisfying and meaningful connection. This kind of emotional investment is incredibly important for women, as it shows that the man is not just looking for a one-time encounter but is interested in building a deeper, more lasting relationship. Ultimately, foreplay skills are a critical factor in how women evaluate their partners. A man who excels in this area is more likely to create a fulfilling and emotionally satisfying experience, deepening the connection between them and increasing the likelihood of a long-term relationship. By focusing on his partner's needs and creating an atmosphere of trust and anticipation, a man can show that he is capable of building a relationship that goes beyond physical attraction. Chapter 6: Financial Situation and Stability. While it may not be a direct consideration in terms of physical intimacy, a man's financial situation is something many women assess before taking a relationship to the next level. Financial stability isn't about how much money a man has, but rather how responsible, secure, and future-oriented he is. Women often look at a man's financial situation as a reflection of his overall stability, maturity, and ability to provide for the future, whether that means emotional security, shared goals, or a potential family. the psychological connection between financial stability and attraction is deeply rooted in both evolutionary biology and modern social dynamics. Throughout history, women have sought partners who can provide security, not just in terms of resources, but also in the broader sense of being able to create a stable, reliable life together. This doesn't mean that women are looking for wealthy men. Instead, they want to feel confident that their partner is responsible with his resources and has the ability to provide for himself and, potentially, a family. In today's world, financial responsibility goes hand in hand with personal accountability. Women may notice subtle signs about how a man manages his money. Is he thoughtful about spending? Does he have long-term financial goals? How does he handle debts or financial challenges? These observations help women gauge whether the man is capable of making sound decisions, planning for the future, and maintaining stability over the long haul. Financial recklessness or a lack of foresight can be a red flag, suggesting that the man may struggle with commitment, discipline, or responsibility in other areas of life. Financial stability also speaks to a man's ability to create a secure and nurturing environment. A woman who is considering a long-term relationship or even the potential for building a family needs to know that her partner is capable of managing life's practicalities. The Stoics emphasized self-control and the ability to live a life free from unnecessary distractions and desires. In this context, a man who demonstrates financial stability is not only managing his resources wisely but also showing that he is in control of his desires and impulses, traits that women often find highly attractive. Women may subtly assess a man's financial situation by observing his lifestyle, asking questions about his goals, or noticing how he handles situations that require financial planning. It's not about whether he spends lavishly or lives frugally, but about whether he makes choices that align with long-term success and stability. Women appreciate men who have a healthy relationship with money, neither overly materialistic nor completely indifferent to it. A balanced approach to finances signals maturity, self-awareness, and the ability to navigate life's complexities. Moreover, a man's financial behavior often mirrors his emotional and relational behavior. A man who is careless with money may also be careless with his relationships, while a man who is thoughtful and strategic about his financial future is more likely to approach his relationships with the same level of care and consideration. Women, therefore, often view financial stability as an indicator of a man's ability to commit, plan, and invest in the relationship. However, it's important to recognize that financial stability is not just about earning potential. It also encompasses a man's emotional intelligence, his ability to manage stress, and his approach to problem solving. A man who handles financial challenges with grace and resourcefulness demonstrates resilience, a quality that women value in both partners and potential fathers. Women want to know that, in the face of adversity, their partner will be able to navigate difficult situations without losing his sense of balance or control. The Stoics would remind us that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in virtue and wisdom. While financial stability is important, it should never overshadow the deeper qualities that make a relationship meaningful. A man who focuses too much on wealth or status may neglect the emotional and spiritual aspects of life, which are essential for long-term fulfillment. Women who prioritize financial stability are often looking for a balance, a partner who is responsible and secure, but also grounded in values that go beyond material success. In conclusion, a man's financial situation is a key factor in how women assess potential partners. It's not about wealth, but about responsibility, foresight, and the ability to create a stable and secure future. Women want to feel that their partner is capable of managing life's practicalities while also being emotionally and relationally dependable. Financial stability, when coupled with emotional intelligence and maturity, can significantly enhance a woman's confidence in a relationship, making her more likely to pursue deeper intimacy. Chapter 7: Emotional Maturity and Communication Skills. One of the most important aspects women evaluate before becoming intimate with a man is his emotional maturity and communication skills. While physical attraction is often what draws people together initially, it's emotional connection and clear communication that sustain a relationship over time. For many women, emotional maturity is a non-negotiable trait in a partner, especially when considering long-term intimacy or commitment. A man who is emotionally mature demonstrates that he is capable of handling the complexities of relationships, managing his emotions, and being a supportive and understanding partner. Emotional maturity is not just about avoiding childish behavior or dramatic outbursts, it's about how a man processes his feelings, responds to challenges, and communicates openly with his partner. Women are particularly attuned to how men handle conflict or stress because it reveals much about their capacity for emotional resilience and growth. A man who is calm under pressure, able to talk through issues, and willing to listen to his partner's perspective is highly attractive to women who are looking for stability and depth in a relationship. The Stoics placed great emphasis on emotional control, viewing it as a key element of personal virtue and wisdom. They believed that individuals should not be ruled by their emotions, but should instead cultivate a balanced, reflective approach to life's challenges. In relationships, emotional maturity involves the ability to recognize and manage one's feelings without being overwhelmed by them. For women, a man who can navigate his emotions with grace and self-awareness is someone who is likely to provide emotional security and trust, both of which are crucial for intimacy. Communication is another critical factor that women evaluate. How a man communicates, both verbally and non-verbally, can make or break the potential for deeper intimacy. Women often look for partners who can express their feelings, share their thoughts, and be open about their desires and concerns. Good communication fosters trust, helps resolve conflicts, and strengthens emotional connection, all of which are essential for a healthy relationship. In many cases, women will assess a man's communication skills during everyday interactions, long before they consider becoming intimate. How does he handle misunderstandings? Is he willing to talk openly about his emotions? Does he ask about her feelings and genuinely listen to her responses? These are all indicators of whether the man is capable of building a relationship based on mutual respect and understanding. Women appreciate men who are not afraid to be vulnerable and who are willing to have difficult conversations when necessary. Emotional maturity also ties into how a man handles intimacy. Women want to know that their partner is not just interested in physical connection, but also in the emotional and psychological aspects of the relationship. A man who is emotionally mature will approach intimacy with care, understanding that it's not just about fulfilling physical desires, but also about deepening the emotional bond between partners. This level of awareness creates a sense of safety and trust, making it more likely for the woman to feel comfortable and confident in the relationship. One way women evaluate a man's emotional maturity is by observing how he reacts to setbacks or disagreements. A man who can remain calm, discuss issues rationally, and seek solutions rather than blame is someone who is emotionally secure. On the other hand, a man who becomes defensive, avoids communication, or reacts impulsively may be seen as emotionally immature, which can be a major turn-off. Women want to know that their partner is capable of handling the ups and downs of a relationship without resorting to emotional volatility. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from within, and emotional maturity is a key component of that strength. A man who is emotionally mature is not only in control of his own feelings, but also capable of understanding and supporting his partner's emotions. This creates a balanced, harmonious relationship where both partners feel valued and understood. For women, this kind of emotional connection is often more important than physical attraction, as it lays the foundation for long-term satisfaction and fulfillment. In conclusion, emotional maturity and communication skills are essential traits that women evaluate before becoming intimate. A man who demonstrates these qualities is more likely to create a relationship that is based on mutual respect, trust, and emotional security. Women want partners who can handle life's challenges with grace, communicate openly, and build a deep emotional connection that goes beyond physical attraction. When these qualities are present, the relationship is more likely to thrive, creating a foundation for lasting intimacy and love. As we've explored, women often assess various aspects of a man before deciding to pursue deeper intimacy, from size and functionality to emotional maturity and communication skills. These 7 factors help them gauge confidence, security, and compatibility in the relationship. While physical attraction is important, what truly matters often extends beyond surface-level traits. They're looking for a partner who offers stability, emotional connection, and shared values. The Stoics would agree, true fulfillment in relationships comes not from outward appearances, but from how you connect on deeper levels. However, it's important to remember that these are general patterns and there can always be exceptions. Every individual is unique, and what resonates for one person may not apply to another. So, while these insights can give you a strong foundation, be mindful that real relationships are nuanced and complex. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own stories or thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear how these insights align with your own experiences or what you've learned from your relationships. Thanks for watching, and until next time,